Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is March the 9th, 2025, and it's an honor and a privilege to have you all come sit with me just for a little spell. I appreciate it. Also, at the end of my live today, please go over and visit Donna. We greatly appreciate helping each other. So let me slip into the chats. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. Judy, good morning. Mona did what? Good morning, sweetheart. Melissa runs with quilts. I like that. Oops, I forgot to hit the send. You're too cute. Let me see. The guy who sews. Good morning, Sean. How are you today? Janet, I miss seeing you, sweetie. Let me see. I'm just going to skim the chat. Zaza's in the house. Good morning, good morning. Days in, jumping in to say hello, lurking while I make breakfast. Have a wonderful day and a great week, everyone. Let me see. Skimming. And Candace is in the house. If I missed anybody, I think I got everybody. And I appreciate each of you coming in today. So before I kick today's live off, I want to talk to you for just a second. Y'all know I'm quilting with a purpose, is what I've dubbed this series for the year of 2025. So each month I will showcase one quilt or one project that is for Christmas this year. So at October, November, definitely December, I'm not stressing trying to figure out, OMG, what am I going to do? Or I don't have enough hours in the day to complete what I've done. So what I've chose for this year, and I'm just going to test this, and I'm not sure how many of you are coming along for the ride. But I started in December, I did the log cabin quilt. January, we did the sparkling star snowfall quilt. February, I did the 3-yard quilt called Jewel. And for March, as you can see, I've got a good start on the March. I'm doing the Sister's Choice. This is going to showcase on the channel. But is that not beautiful? And I chose to use Christmas fabric since this is going to be a Christmas quilt. So, like I said, each and every month, you're going to see a project, and it's quilting with a purpose, is what I've called it. So, I hope that all makes sense as we go along through this journey, because even in, say, June, July, and August, you're going to see me working on Christmas projects. So when you see Joe type in quilting with a purpose, you know that is for Christmas this year. So let me see. Yes, Sean and his wife traveled, I can't remember where. And I always do spilling the tea. So Sean, thank you and your wife for the lovely shirt. I have been waiting till it warmed up a little bit to wear it. Sliding over to my Janome, I'm listening. Awesome. What are you making today, Mike? I am well, good. Brenda, I am in the house too, watching on the TV. Awesome. So anyway, Easter is just around the corner. And you know how we always use those little plastic eggs? How many of you don't like them? I don't mind them. I just choose I don't like them. You know what I mean? So for many, many years, I have chose to think outside of the box. Well, this year I was on either Facebook or the YouTube. I don't remember which one. And I saw this cool pattern, and it's a free pattern. So all you have to do is type in what I'm telling you on the YouTube or skim the Facebook, and you're going to see what I'm showing you. But I'm doing little Easter eggs like this, and they have a little tiny pouch. And I've seen people make these, and for a dozen, this is going to be your cheapest dozen. Real eggs is like $12 a dozen. So we're making little pocket eggs, is what they're called. Takes no time at all to do. The longest part is when you're sticking your finger in and you're making it lay flat. You stick your Easter candy in, or your dollars, you know, the paper money, and you put these in the kids' Easter baskets. Or if you're doing an egg hunt, how cool is it going to be? They're going to be out in the yard looking for They're plastic eggs, and you can have the cloth ones. As you pitch them, they're not going to open up because they've got the deep pocket. So it's like so cool. It was the Yorktown Museum in Virginia. I love it. Good morning, Kathy. Welcome. I've seen these. They are so easy to make. Yes, they are. I had to get it for you when I saw it. I tell you what, when you call and say, hey, I found something for you, I was so honored. So it's been hanging in the closet, waiting on a special day to wear. And it's warm enough today here in Maryland. I was like, I'm going to dig it out. I had to get it. Yes. So anyway, you can buy the patterns. There's so many different ones out there to do, but there's also free patterns. So it's really, really simple. Get a 5-inch square and do it like 5.5. That way you've got 2 different sizes you're going to use. And I drew myself a template. You can print these off of the internet. Somewhere you will find it. One is 5.5 by 3.5, and the other I did not measure. So let me look. That way I'm giving you exact. And this one here is 3.5 wide by 5.5. So yeah, and then you're going to go just about 1/2 inch longer on the one because you're going to slice it in half, and you're going to see what I mean as we go along. But these are so stinking cool. And can you believe today was spring forward? Yay. I love it because the sun's going to be out longer. The days are going to start getting warmer. We've already started our indoor plants for the little garden we're going to do this year. So this girl's really excited. Thanks, Kathy. It's a beautiful spring day. We are just back from a weekend away in Perthshire. Perthshire? Did I say that right, Zaza? I think that is so cool. So I got to my fabric. Everybody knows that Joann's is going out. So Joe took me over to do a little last minute look-see before it really gets picked over. And I kid you not, we did score a couple good deals, but a lot of the prices on your everyday quilter's fabric, 20% is not enough to make me buy. But I will buy the off-season. So I got it in 2 different colors. We bought it by the bolt, whatever was on the bolt, and it was $1.99 a yard. So I'll have enough for many years to come, but whatever I do for anybody for Easter, I will have plenty. And it's just cool. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning. So I'll get Joe to come down on the table so you'll be able to see what I've got here. Oh, I didn't know, honey. I didn't look up. He goes, I'm already down on the table. So you've got your 2 different sizes. And like I said, this is super duper easy. So as you can see, your egg sizes, I should have maybe used different colors so it would show for you. But you get the general idea. So I move this over here. This is going to be your right side of the egg. And this is going to be the back side. There is no rhyme or reason to the way that I'm doing it. But these are so stinking cute when they're done. All you do is fold it in half. Just like this, and you're going to press it. You don't even have to worry about marking the lines. This project goes so easy. You've got it folded exactly in half. Now you're going to cut it. Live dangerously. All you're going to do is chop it right in half. Dragonflies, good morning, sweetheart. Now all you're going to do is take the pieces and just give it a wee little tiny roll over. That's it. You're going to put a little tiny press here. And then you're going to sew it over. And you're going to do this for all 6 of the little pieces that you just cut. You'd be lucky to get a fat quarter here for $1.99. Oh, wow. I'm sure prices are going up everywhere. I am just shocked. I really am. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, sweetheart. So I'll do the top part and that's the bottom. And we're going to roll this over as well. And once I get all these little body parts, you'll understand what we're doing. And I'm just giving it a little bit of heat, love, so it'll hold while I run it over. You can do the double roll and cut your top one bigger. I didn't. The pattern, when I saw one, it just said flip it down. So that's what I've opted to do because these aren't going to get a lot of wear and tear, as you could imagine. So I'm doing these at a 2.4. Nothing big, nothing fancy. And all you're going to do is sew straight across and you're going to give it a little tiny, I'm going to hold it there, you know? So these do not have to be exact because each one needs to be very unique. You might pick to do these with your grandkids' favorite colors. These are good for all ages. I think once I saw these, I was like, that is so stinking cute. I really like the idea. And Lord forbid if you put them out and they get a little damp or something, they'll dry easy. You can wash them and press them and use them year and year and year again. Melanie, good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. What is she making? I'm making Easter eggs. I know, silly, right? So these are, like I said, this is very fast project today. And you want to make sure that you can make them matchy-matchy or you can make them different. This one here, to make sure everybody sees what I'm doing, we're just going to do the matchy-matchy. So I'm going to come down just a little bit on both sides. And I'm going to stick a pin in it. Right there. And that's going to hold this shut. Because I want to make sure that when I go around the circle on this, you're still going to do your 1/4 inch. And you're just going to go around a big circle. And you're going to use your bigger piece is the one you're going to cut in half. And then your second one is going to be the bigger piece. So make sure that you do those in that order. Otherwise, you're going to be like, why didn't it work? And it will work if you just lay them out right. And let me slide this in. No egg is going to be the same here, I can assure you. You could do bigger ones too. You can do these in any size. You could do these and put a t-shirt in it or whatever. The sky is the limit. I just thought these were too cute not to do. I have to unpin that when I put it instead of right sides together. So I need to fix that. I'm glad I found it before. I've got eggs that I stuffed for years ago. Absolutely. The sky is the limit with these, and it's such an easy project. This is even a starter project for your kids or grandkids that you could be like, hey, come to the sewing room with me and let's play for a little bit. Pull out some fabric, let them do all the cutting. It's so cute. Let me see, Banana Joe, you are too funny. Giovanna's in the house. Good morning. So like I said, no two eggs are going to be alike. Just sew around. When you get to where the seam is, because you know it's going to take a second of pressure when these kids rip into them, make sure that you back tack at those. Like I said, this comes with no directions other than you think outside of the box and you build your own. And easy peasy, backpack at the end, and we'll do the others while I'm here at the machine. And backpack over the seam. And another. And you could sit and make probably in 10 minutes or less. If they're already cut out, you can make a dozen. And for my friends that sell on the YouTube, this would be a really good sale item for you. And I'm sure a lot of our mutual friends would buy them. Or you could put them in your Etsy shops. And it's just in time for the holiday. So you can use regular scissors, but I'm choosing to use the pinking shears just to do a test. Carrie, good morning. What are these eggs for? Do they cost as much as real eggs? No. I'm doing it with, I just sliced off a 5-inch section of some quilt fabric Joe and I got. And it's just a fun idea. You know how you have the plastic Easter eggs that the kids hide in the yard or in the house? Well, they find them, you hide them. That's what these are. Instead of the plastic eggs, Giovanna, I'm doing these this year for my grandkids, and they're not going to keep them, so I'll have them put them back in the basket, and I'll use these year after year. And then the goal would be they can pass these down to their children. It's just something cute, something fun, and definitely different. So we have one egg there. And you just make sure that you're not cutting into your sew line. And like I said, fast, easy. In about 15 minutes, you could probably do a whole dozen. Just set yourself up. And honestly, I've seen these on the Etsy shops going like $10 a dozen because they just are so stinking cute. The people making them, you can put rickrack on them. You can do whatever you want. Question about your retreats. Is equipment like irons, ironing board provided? I've never been on a retreat before, but seen people load up their vehicles like a small U-Haul. Good morning, Kathy, and thank you for the question. All of my retreats come with everything furnished with the exception of your sewing machine. But if you are flying in, I will provide one. I have a couple. I have 2 brothers. One stays at the retreat center, and we just store it in the basement. And then the other one I have here, and I always bring an extra machine or 2 as well. So all you need to do is, if you're flying in, tell me, and I can pack extra cutting instruments, and then it's on the honor. You make sure you leave them. But Kathy, are you talking about the Nut House retreat in Walnutport, or are you talking about the retreat in Tennessee? The retreat in Tennessee filled up all the way yesterday, so I do have the open seats yet for the Pennsylvania one. They're also washable and don't go bad. Absolutely. Brenda, good morning, sweetheart. I'm telling you what now. Brenda, the girl rocks. I'm telling you. Tooting her horn today. She found me. Everybody knows that I've been kind of like jonesing to get an old-time treadle machine. Doesn't even have to work. I just love the look of it. Well, at her quilt guild she went to, someone was giving one away. How cool is that? So, about October, when I get to see Brenda, guess what? She got it for me. So I'll get to bring it back with me. I just think that's so cool. So stinking cool. So, my fingers are sore from all the sewing I've been doing. So I'm just going to do this with the Sims instead. And like I said, no 2 eggs are going to look alike. Donna, I got a spare machine I can bring if someone needs it. Thank you. yeah, the goal is we're trying to fill up. Thinking the Night House retreat. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, we do have four definite, possibly five. My Canadian friends are not able to attend this year, and it's last minute decision, but we have the openings. Oh, okay. Donna is gonna get mugged at retreat. You guys cracking me up. So, like I said, that's two different ones, and these take no time at all. So while we're on the question of retreats, I'm just going to, while I'm flipping this, talk retreat for a second. My Walnut Port retreat, you check in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on June the 10th. You check out by 11 a.m. on that Sunday. If you're flying in, I pick you up at the airport, but I need all your travel information, and I make sure someone at the retreat, if I'm busy, we can get you back to airport to fly you home. The airport you would fly into is, oh, I just drew a blank as it was right there on the tip of my tongue. Give me a second, I think of it. Or you can email me and I can just copy paste and put it in. Where do I find info about the retreat? You email me at donna@handmadebying.com. If you email me this morning, I can give you all the info while I'm up here working. And it's 5:25. And it's just going to be fun. There's going to be a couple other creators there. And it's just fun. This year we've opted, there's games we play. You win prizes. I can't remember the names of the games. You're going to see, let me see who's in the chat. Candace is going to be doing the running of our panel swap. So you bring a panel, you swap a panel. And Day is going to run one of the other games. I think it's called Right, Left, Center. So all the information you would need would be in the email that I will send back. If you're interested, these seats will fill up fast. Please get with me immediately and let me know. Well, I'm in Canada, living in Texas. Oh, wow. I do have people that fly in for my retreats. And I promise you, Kathy, you would have such a good time. Take me with you, Zaza. When I win this week's lottery, I'm coming. Awesome. If I thought you were serious, I would say you book the ticket and I pick you up at the airport. Good morning, yo, Patty G. You're in the house. You have to come to Beluga. Then we can take a lot of, yes, Parmigiano and flour for Donna. Absolutely. How good would that be? So as you can see, these are so super easy to make. I've seen them on the Etsy's and I've seen them on the YouTubes to where all these people have little tags they put in. It could be anything. Some people call them bumper stickers like "Have a great day," "God bless you," "He is risen." It could be anything that you want. Tag them or don't tag them. But is that not just so stinking cute? And I would say if you're selling these, you could honestly do these in like I'd call it a dozen and set your own price. You know what it's going to cost. These could probably honestly go folded up in a regular envelope. I would say if you press them flat, put some pepper around it and send it. And they probably go for a little bit of nothing. If I wasn't going to QuiltCon, I'd be coming. I can't wait to see you, Sasa. I'm not kidding. Yeah, QuiltCon. Yeah, we've got to do dinner while you're in. And we're going to do a party. Yeah. Maybe we'll have dinner every night. Yeah. We're going to have a lot of fun. Anybody in the chat coming to QuiltCon 26 in Raleigh, North Carolina? I'm telling you, it's going to be a blast. You don't want to miss. So I've got those made in 25 minutes or less. So was that not easy? So let me see. Please, about the retreats, seriously, if you are interested, email me at Donna@handmadebying.com. I'm telling you, we put on a really fun retreat. You never go hungry. We have bread machines there. We have Miss Janine that bakes the bread through the machines. We have Mennonite Farmhouse attending the Nut House retreat this year, and she's going to cook a special dish. I provide most of the food. Everybody brings something. We do a Thanksgiving feast on Thursdays. I only provide the turkey for that, and everybody else brings their trimmings, or they make something. And if you're traveling by plane, don't worry about it. We have dishes to do after, and I always have everybody help do dishes. We all work together, clean up, so we can run back to the sewing room. We do karaoke nights. We have fire pits. We have cookout grills. It's just fun. Beautiful blocks behind you, Donna. Thank you. I've been working on that. Dinner and partying sounds fabulous. We will have a good time at QuiltCon. I'm waiting to check. Day and I have been calling every couple days for the reservation line to open up for us to go ahead and pre-book for QuiltCon. And I'd like to find out how many rooms we're going to need and drop the names. That way we can all be in the same area when we get in. Thank you, Giovanna. I really appreciate it. Quilt Shop Hop and option 2, yes. I tell you what, Candace knows her way around. Trying to think. There's so many different places down there. Candace, what is, I just drew a blank on where you take the girls. You and Kathy and Gwendolyn. I just drew a blank on where you went last year. Just like that. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll think of it after a while. But anyway, there's quilt shop hopping. It's just a lot of fun. Everybody, you come in, strangers to most. Intercourse PA, that's the word I was looking for. I couldn't remember. It's a beautiful place, funny name, and I'm telling you what, tons and tons of quilt shops. So if you're in it for the quilt shops, yeah, they have shirts with funny names on them. Yeah. So this quilt retreats, we started it this year. You bring a quilt, you take a quilt. So if I can fill these spots, I'm going to fill you in on that. It's just going to be fun. Mike, you too funny. Good morning, Heather. I hope you got some rest, sweetheart. Yes, he is sassy. There's a jail spa there, Candy. You have no idea. It's just a beautiful place. And if you've never been, you would love it. Mike, our 12-year-old dirty mind, you too funny. Tammy, hope everyone has a wonderful day. Me too. So, if you have questions for the quilt retreat, please in the subject line say Nut House. My Reliance, Tennessee, that filled back up yesterday. As soon as I announced it was full. So, I am going to cut it short today because all I had to do was this. And how cool, right? Don't forget, Donnell's going to be going live at 10 o'clock. We weren't able to drop over. She was delayed in putting her link up. Grab yourself some coffee, and I'll see you over there real soon. Take care, God bless, and have a fabulous Sunday. Bye, guys.